feeling stuck and unsure about which way to go? Or maybe you have a big decision to take or a big project that you're working on, but you just can't seem to get started. You're procrastinating, you've been stuck for ages in the cycle of worry and indecision. This is exactly where I was with my songwriting at the beginning of this year. I was so worried about writing songs that weren't good enough that I was really struggling to get going on the songwriting process. I also got stuck about sharing songs with my new band members. Don't even get me started on sharing songs in public, because the thought of that seemed absolutely terrifying. 1, 2, 3, 4, go for it, time to shine! 1, 2, 3, 4, go for it, now's the time! Well, don't despair, because I'm here to help you to get unstuck. I'm going to share with you how I finally got myself moving. I wrote a new song, I shared it with my band, and I performed it in public for the first time. I'll be sharing all the tricks that I used and that I had to play on myself, and the techniques I used to keep myself moving and take action, overcoming my inertia and finally breaking through. By the end of this video, you'll be feeling able to confront and conquer whatever it is that you're facing and finally move forwards out of the worry and the indecision. Face your fears head on and move from a position of pain to a position of power. I don't know about you, but I get very concerned about making the right decision. And this means that even after I've gathered lots of information, I can spend way too long in the thinking and reflection stage rather than just getting on with it, taking action and dealing with the problem. This is something that I'm working hard to actively change. So the first thing that we can remember is that actually this is pretty normal. We're evolutionarily made to find safety so that we can survive. But in situations where we need to grow and move forwards, this can really work against us. It can be extremely difficult to move out of our comfort zone and make decisions that push us forwards into new territory. 1, 2, 3, 4, go for it, that's the time! The first thing to do when you're feeling stuck is to find a way in. Instead of looking at your project as the enormous thing that has become in your mind, start thinking about the process of achieving your goal. What are the steps that you will need to take to make it happen? Here's a simple way to find a way in. First, write your massive goal at the bottom of a piece of paper. Then think of a closer goal that is a part of the process and write that above it. Now, think about the first step to achieve this closer goal and write that in too. And finally, at the top of the page, write down the simplest and the easiest thing that you can do to find a way in and get started. Now you've found something that is the first step on the journey, and you've moved from thinking of your project or decision as a completed goal, which feels like a long, long way away, to a process of smaller steps with a clear and easy first step. This is all so much more achievable. For me, I can't share a new album for my band Cherry Scream until I've written all of the songs. So my closer goal is just to write one new song for the album. And I won't have a song to share with the band unless I allocate and actually spend my time on songwriting and developing the first song. So that's my first step. And I won't have a song at all until I have thought of some ideas and come up with a song concept. So now I've found my way in. So I've got to a goal that is much closer, much easier to achieve, and much less intimidating. You can apply this process to any big goal or big decision that you're currently working towards. Get a blank piece of paper and try it now, and find that first step that is your way in. Something that is so small you can actually get started, and do it today. Change your concept of success and failure. Accept that you will need to fail and make mistakes in order to learn the important key skills that will help you to achieve your goal. Whoa, Now, for most of us, that is a really scary thought. What? I'm just going to jump in without even knowing whether I've made the right decision? Yes! Often part of the problem, especially when we are doing something that is totally new to us, is that we think that we don't know what the first step is. We feel lost and at sea with absolutely no clue where to go. But guess what? There's many possible first steps. And as long as you pick one of them and get started, it's okay. You probably already know what the first step is. This is where you want to trust your intuition and listen to your inner voice. What has it already been telling you is the first step to take? Wow, yes, there it is. In fact, you probably already know the first 2 to 3 steps, so write them down now. Instead of thinking of it as some massive, complete, and irreversible decision, you want to think of it as a process of learning and discovery. Think more like a scientist, so that you are experimenting and learning as you go. At any time, you can change and try something else. For example, with my songwriting, if I sit down and write down some ideas for a song on a piece of paper, literally no one's going to see them except for me. So there's no excuse not to get started. If I write down a part of the song that doesn't work, I can cross it out and try again. Can you think how this might apply to what you're worrying about? Write and let me know in the comments. So now you have no choice. You have your first step. You've changed your concept of success and failure. You've just got to go for it. Take action and do it.
Ready to go. Come on, just get ready to go.
The key is to do it before you're ready. You'll never be ready. Take it from me. Don't make this mistake for yourself. I've spent way too long wasting time in my life waiting to be ready for things and good enough for things, and it's not worth it. Just get in the flow of finding your next step, your next 3 steps, and work with that, instead of feeling that you have to have absolutely everything mapped out in your head completely clear. Think more like a map maker exploring the globe. When they were first on journeys of discovery, they pretty much had no idea where they were going. They would set off in a boat and sail towards the horizon. Then the map maker would create the map as they went. The next time that the journey was attempted, another map maker would take the map and have another go. And they would see some things that the first one had got right and some things that they had got completely wrong. And that was okay, because the new map maker could change and improve the original map. So change your thinking and become your own adventurer and map maker, and adjust your course as you go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Go for it! That's the time!
Instead of putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be perfect and not to fail, accept that along the way you're gonna make mistakes and mess up completely. But that's okay, because there'll be something really valuable hidden in that mistake. Something that you need to learn in order to move in the right direction. So instead of getting hugely discouraged and feeling like a complete idiot, just look for the lesson of your mistake. What have you learned through making it? And then try again with this new feedback as soon as you can. When you do make a mistake, you will discover that the things that people notice are not the things that you think that they will notice at all. For example, I did totally mess up my words at the beginning of the song when I was singing it live. I just had to sing through it and keep going. But my daughter has said to me that she didn't even notice that. And she said the thing that was the most memorable moment of all was when I tossed my words behind me at the end of the song. The reason that it's so powerful is because this is the moment where I realised I'd finally done it. I'd shared the song in public for the first time and I'd achieved my goal. It felt great. And you can feel this too. You just have to keep pushing forwards towards your goal. You got this!
I have got this! We've all got this, right?
I really hope that you're feeling inspired and ready to take action. I'm off to actually sit down and learn my words for real. What are you off to do? Let us know in the comments what the first tiny step is for you. If you know the first 3, then write that in. If you're still feeling a bit lost and have no idea, then have the courage to write that, because I guarantee you that there is someone out there who is feeling it too. You've got this! Experiment, discover, and remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, then please let me know. I really appreciate all of your lovely comments so much. Have a beautiful day, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!
1, 2, 3, 4.